Episode 3 is where this story finally takes off its mask. Up until now, things have felt relatively simple. But this is the moment that Turnen stops being a grand celebration and starts showing its teeth. On the surface, you still have the cheering crowds, the colorful banners, and the displays of heroic courage. But underneath all that spectacle, something much darker is beginning to take shape. Pride, jealousy, and a whole lot of hidden motives start seeping into every single interaction. Characters arrive expecting to find glory and a bit of fun, but what they find instead is deeply personal and unexpectedly dangerous. We stop seeing clear heroes and villains and start seeing insecurity, ambition, and fear guiding everyone's decisions. Even the smallest conversations feel heavy with tension because everyone here understands just how fragile a reputation can be. One wrong move, one clumsy mistake, could completely undo years of respect. From the very beginning, the episode makes it clear this isn't just another chapter about competition. It's about identity and the heavy emotional cost of surviving in a world where how you look matters more than who you are. Dunk walks into this tournament carrying an enormous amount of pressure. He doesn't have a noble family name or powerful friends backing him up, so every single match becomes a test of whether he truly belongs among these knights. His armor might look impressive on the outside, but internally, he's just wrestling with doubt and a deep sense of insecurity. He's constantly comparing himself to the other competitors, the ones with wealth and status, and wondering if his skill alone is actually enough to keep his place here. That tension turns everyday moments into emotional battles. A simple conversation with another knight feels like a hidden challenge, and even a casual joke can carry the threat of humiliation. Yet, despite all this pressure, Dunk continues to rely on his gut instinct and his compassion rather than playing political games. His burning desire to prove himself clashes with his fear of being exposed as an outsider, creating this constant internal struggle that shapes every single decision he makes throughout the episode. Meanwhile, Egg is quietly observing everything with this calm, sharp intelligence that feels way beyond his years. While everyone else is chasing after glory, he's studying behavior, learning the customs, and picking up on the hidden rivalries simmering just below the surface. He listens far more than he speaks, absorbing all these little details that reveal the deeper political tensions that are really driving this event. The show keeps dropping these subtle hints that his understanding of nobility is unusually sharp, suggesting there's a lot more to him than he's letting on. His quiet presence is the perfect balance to Dunk's impulsiveness. He offers these thoughtful insights that often stop Dunk from making a reckless choice. Their conversations feel so natural and layered, mixing a bit of humor with these quiet moments of reflection. It's through Egg's eyes that we really start to see just how fragile this world of knights truly is. Esk's not just a place of honor, but a complicated system built on reputation and tradition. As the tournament unfolds, it becomes crystal clear that this event is way more than just entertainment. It's a battlefield for social power. Every victory and every defeat directly shapes how the nobles view each other, influencing alliances and fueling rivalries that will extend far beyond the tournament grounds. Some competitors fully embrace the danger, seeing it as proof of their greatness and pushing themselves toward reckless extremes. Others, however, rely more on strategy and political maneuvering instead of raw skill. Through songs, jokes, and casual storytelling, we slowly learn about past conflicts that are still affecting relationships in the present day. The episode subtly starts to question the very meaning of knighthood itself, asking whether honor truly exists, or if it's all just a performance designed to impress the crowds. Beneath all the spectacle and cheering, resentment and ambition are quietly simmering, just waiting for the right spark to ignite something far more serious than a friendly competition. And pretty soon, Dunk finds himself facing a moral dilemma that puts his core values to the test. A very tempting opportunity appears out of nowhere, one that could secure his reputation for good, but would require him to compromise his own sense of honor. The decision weighs heavily on him because he understands just how fragile his future is. One wrong step and it's all over. Egg challenges his perspective through these thoughtful conversations about identity and survival. Their debates reveal a deeper philosophical divide between them. Is success really worth sacrificing your integrity? Or does true strength come from staying loyal to your personal principles, no matter what? These discussions deepen their friendship, but they also start to expose some hidden secrets and unspoken truths between them. At the same time, the political tensions among the nobles continue to grow, hinting that this tournament might soon become much more than just a friendly competition. Everything shifts in an instant when a shocking act during a joust exposes the cruelty that est been lurking just beneath the surface of noble privilege. What starts as an honorable contest quickly turns deeply uncomfortable, silencing the entire crowd and forcing everyone to confront the darker reality behind the spectacle. Dunk really struggles with what he witnesses, and he starts to question whether knights truly represent justice, or if they just hide behind their titles and their armor. In between these incredibly tense moments, we get these quieter scenes filled with humor and vulnerability that remind us of the human side of all these characters. Dunk and Egg talk about their dreams, simple things, like owning a piece of land, having a family, and finding some stability. These are simple hopes that feel almost impossibly distant in a world that's esps, so driven by pride and violence. These personal moments make the coming conflict feel even more painful and completely unavoidable. The tension finally erupts during a seemingly harmless performance that completely spirals into chaos. All those fragile egos, the political resentment, and the simmering anger all collides in an instant. When violence breaks out, Dunk reacts on pure instinct, risking everything he has to protect someone vulnerable. This one confrontation strips away the entire illusion of noble behavior, revealing the raw, unfiltered human emotion hiding beneath all that polished armor. A wave of shock and disbelief spreads through the crowd as titles and status suddenly mean nothing in the face of genuine courage and compassion. Dunk's actions in this moment define who he truly is, not some perfect storybook knight, but someone who is absolutely unwilling to ignore injustice, even when he knows the consequences could completely destroy him. It's a powerful, defining moment for his character, and it changes everything. The aftermath of that chaos delivers the episode's most powerful emotional blow. A hidden identity is finally revealed, forcing everyone to completely reevaluate all their past conversations and relationships. Dunk feels betrayed and confused, struggling to reconcile his friendship with the secrets that were so carefully concealed from him. Egg, on the other hand, is now facing the full weight of the expectations he tried so hard to escape, caught between his loyalty to Dunk and his duty to his family. Their bond is shaken to its core but not completely broken, leaving their future together completely uncertain. By the end, the tournament itself feels almost irrelevant compared to the emotional fallout. Episode 3 transforms the story into something much deeper, narrative about loyalty, identity, and the painful reality that doing the right thing often comes with an incredibly heavy cost. The consequences of this episode set the stage for conflicts that feel inevitable, intense, and absolutely impossible to predict. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more.